What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So let's talk about credit cards. When we talk about credit cards, there's different things that we talk about, whether it's the annual fee, the credits, the rewards that we get from it. But let's talk about the popularity of credit cards. When we talk about popularity, there's different areas, right? There's popularity by ownership and there's popularity by benefits and uses, right? Things that we mention all the time. Now, some of these things that are probably popping in your head, if you're thinking about credit cards, some of these that are probably popping in your head are the American Express Gold Card, the Amex Platinum, the Chase Sapphire Reserve, something of that nature, right? It pays a high annual fee, or you pay a high annual fee, and you get a lot of rewards and benefits in return. However, those are not the most popular cards. The truly most popular cards are the ones that are the most owned, the most used across the US. And I think we need to have a discussion about that and what those cards actually are, because it opens your eyes to what cards you should possibly look forward to, especially as a beginner, or especially as a person that's really, maybe you already had credit cards, but especially as a person that's looking for kind of an everyday like driver or something like that, right? So guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, I believe that link will also be in the description. Don't forget about following me on Rumble. That link should be kind of at the top of the description. I started a Rumble channel. We have about 6 followers. So if you want to follow me on that platform as well, feel free to use that link and follow me. But when we talk about credit cards and we talk about most popular credit cards that are out there, it's always about those positions that offer you a $300 travel credit or a $220 something credit or a dining credit, or giving you 6 times back on hotel and travel and has a $695 annual fee or $250 annual fee. It's a lot to take in for the normal person. And it's always thought of as like, hey, go to that card. This card is the card you want to strive for, and it will give you everything you need. When in reality, it won't give you everything you need, and you have everything you could ever have in these kind of no annual fee cards without paying a $695 annual fee and just trying to live to a certain lifestyle with these cards, right? So let's talk about those cards that are heavily owned, that are owned by majority of people, that if you go anywhere, you're going to see somebody using one of these cards. And, I know by experience, and I'm literally just going off really my experience and the people that I've talked to about what is the most owned card that you've seen. Every time that I go anywhere, anytime that I'm around somebody, all of the people that I know at least own one of these 2 cards. So let's talk about this. First card that I wanted to mention on this is a card that people get mostly, or they will get while they're in college. They will upgrade or move along while they're out of college, and they'll go and get this card or go with this company, which is Discover. Discover is probably one of the most used cards that I have seen. Now, I can't give you numbers because the internet doesn't really give us like what's the most used card or most owned card that's out there, but I know for a fact around me and the people that I have talked to, the different credit card enthusiasts that I've talked to and the people that they've talked to, all say the same thing, that yes, they have Discover in their rotation because of one big feature, which is the fact that you can get 5% on revolving categories when it comes to, the calendar. And they'll break down the calendar, whether it's groceries or Amazon or whatever. You get 5% on those things. And whenever they see those things, as long as it does fit their normal spending, they're going to go ahead and do that. Or when it gets to holiday season, a lot of times it's, it could be Target or something, right? Yes, you can get 5% with like the Target card, but you know what I mean? Like you find different things that you can actually use and get 5% through your normal way of getting, your cash back, as well as getting 1% on all other purchases. Now, 1% is not really high. You can have 2% with other cards as well. But it also only makes you want to spend on the categories that they have to offer, meaning that if you find a category that really fits your spending during that quarter, it works for you, right? So Discover, and especially when you're talking about students, a lot of students will go with this card, the Discover It Student card first, because Obviously, it's offering you more benefits than any other student card you can have that's out there. You would have to go with a regular credit card and be able to apply for a regular credit card. As a student, you're more likely to get applied or get approved for the Discover It, student card. Now, the next one that I have on the list is right here, and you can see what it is. It is the Quicksilver card. The Capital One Quicksilver card I see absolutely everywhere. I see that people talk about this constantly. Even though it only offers a 1.5% cash back, the reason why people talk about this constantly is because they get approved for this a lot sooner than a ton of other cards. So if you are a starter, if you are starting out with getting credit cards, a lot of times this card can give you so much more back with a 1.5% cash back. Or if you go with the a Quicksilver One card, you're really going with that, and then you upgrade into this card. So majority of people that I've seen that are around me, that either don't have money, do have money, or have a lot of money, still have this card in their rotation, or the Discover card in their rotation. I think these two cards are insanely popular. And whether you think like, oh, this is the most popular card over here, right? The Amex, the Amex Blue Cash Everyday card, or the Amex Blue Cash Preferred card, or the Gold card, or the Platinum card, or whatever. Those are the most popular when it comes to searchability, right? People that are searching for them online. But when it comes to ownership, it's definitely the lower end where most people own a lot of those cards. It's like saying, what's the most popular thing to own, right? $1 million or $1. Okay, $1 million would be the most popular to search for because I want to have $1 million, but everybody owns $1, right? Literally everybody, or a ton of people, not everybody, but a ton of people own $1. So to say like, hey, this position over here, or this credit card over here is not owned by majority of people when it's easier to get by majority of people doesn't really make sense. So the most owned cards in my experience has been the Discover card, has been the Capital One Quicksilver card. And I know there are other cards that offer more benefits, but they're also more difficult to get. So like the Chase Freedom Flex card, or the Wells Fargo autograph card, or the Citi double cash card. They may be harder to get with higher credit scores. But if you do have a credit score in general, the Discover card, the Capital One Quicksilver card are kind of those ways to go. Let me know your opinion down below, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. And if you want to check out my Rumble, again, the link will be in the description. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.